People making their way to Bangor this evening for the sold-out Luke Combs concert. It's on the waterfront. With the show being sold out, police are expecting a large crowd in and around the Main Savings Amphitheater. We know that means with the number of pedestrians and drivers on Main Street and along the waterfront this evening, plan for some heavy traffic. Bangor Police Department wants everyone to stay safe and reminds people inside and outside the pavilion to be patient, diligent, and on your best behavior.
And we ask people to be careful how much they imbibe. And despite me saying that, I promise you we're gonna get some people thrown out, possibly arrested, because that's just the way it goes. So, but there will be a full contingent of police officers and firefighters and safety personnel at the show. So just please have a good time, but not too much of a good time.
Yeah, Kurt, tonight's concert starts at 6:30.